Alright guys, welcome back to Dr. Duck Hook. My name's Savoy. Cold night. It's about 15 degrees. Snow on the ground. So, we're going back to the only place where we can actually golf. Simulator. But first, gotta start this car up. Let it warm up a little bit. We'll be back. Be back. Freezing. For tonight's round, I didn't know what course I wanted to play yet. I just knew I wanted a challenge, something that would test every club in my bag. Scrolling through the full swing simulator at the Harrisburg Golf Simulator, I found a course that gave me way more than what I was asking for. Here's every shot from Torrey Pines South, from the championship tees. 7,700 yards. Holy crap. 445 yards. The first hole at Torrey Pines South is a sign of things to come. When I said I wanted a challenge, this 451-yard par 4 feels like a kick in the teeth now. Later in the round, you cut your arm off for a hole of this length. That is not to say this hole is easy by any stretch of the imagination. The second shot demands your best, and I was more than pleased with the 6-iron from 183 yards.
I tell you what, that's a good way to start. Putting is ridiculously hard. Thought about not even having it on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You gotta be kidding me.
One more revolution.
You gotta
Still
be kidding me.
a very good start. Second is the shortest par 4 on the South course, which is the perfect time to hit a terrible drive.
Alright, just in the rough. Wasn't a very good strike.
At 389 yards, it feels like a pitch and putt.
Remember, it's winter, and I haven't swung a club in a week.
But again, the second shot is demanding, as most every second shot is here, with most greens heavily fortified with bunkers on both sides. In other words, on this new era classic US Open track, don't miss.
Golly. Almost jarred the last one.
This was a terrible putt, and probably would have been a 3-putt, but the suggested gimme distance on these is 10 feet, and that sounded really nice.
But give me a
This was my longest gimme at 7 feet.
Really, really hard.
Putting is always really, really hard.
198, 37 feet downhill.
This par 3 would be absolutely stunning standing on the tee. At 198 yards, it would be as visually intimidating as it is stimulating. Who knows if I'd be able to stand up to it and hit the shot on the real course. One day we'll find out.
Pretty golf right now.
Pretty golf is nice. Pretty golf without birdies is hard work. This is where we have to tell ourselves to stay patient. The fourth is a gem of a hole, running right along the ocean with the parasailers. And of course I go left towards the beach. Luckily it gets caught up, but I'm starting to see a trend with the long stick and adjustments will be made.
That whole time. Scared me. 218. 219.
This hole exudes Cali vibes to its core. At 486 yards, it's long and scenic, and if you try and look around and enjoy it, it'll chew you up and spit you out, Hollywood style.
Trying to do something I shouldn't have been trying to do.
This is our first look at chipping. 4 holes in, not too shabby, but a questionable chip has me making all kinds of excuses already.
Didn't quite fly as far as I thought it did. But to be honest, 486 yards uphill. Yeah.
Listen to the
It's
crybaby.
never going to be easy. Put this one to the hole.
A real man would never complain and make the putt, which is exactly why I didn't make the putt. But you heard me say, past the hole. Past the hole.
I passed the hole.
Watch this
At least
space.
it passed the first blemish, 1 bogey. Not bad. 458 yards. I'm going a little left today, so we're going to aim this up the right. Just Play with what we're playing with. Don't try to do anything else.
On this 458-yard par 4, I finally play the game I brought to the course that day. If you have ample time to practice beforehand, you'll understand this on the range.
Hitting that thing so bad right now.
If you're not a loser and have friends, you'll probably have a good grasp of what you brought with you after 4 holes.
Just missed it out to the right a little bit. But Torrey Pines, you can't miss.
And guys, trust me, listen to those 4 holes. Play that game. Even if it's not your typical game, if it's the game you brought to the course, it's the game you play.
It was a gimme anyway because I was inside 10 feet. I was in the rough. Beautiful game. Love it. I was staring double bogey down in the face, and they let me off. I think I can take that tree on. And you know what? I'm taking that tree on. How you doing? Hey. Yeah, I was in this one.
So of course we are flying high coming into the first par 5 on the South course. However, this gentle friend stepped into my office as I was about to step to my ball. After telling him off rightly, I had to recoup. Things like this can easily throw me out of my rhythm to the point of psychological disrepair, even the most minor infractions. So to step back up and take on that tree like I wanted, set up a platform for several good tee shots to roll off later in the round. That's what golf is, a constant snowballing effect. You either build or deplete. Which one you do is decided by you.
Beautiful shot. Beauty. That was perfect.
This wasn't the greatest wedge, but if I had 18 20-foot birdie putts, I'd laugh all the way to the tour. The senior tour, of course. And by senior tour, I mean the Central PA Senior Circuit, but the tour nonetheless. A little short, as usual.
Went right up the line.
Another slab on that platform for good driving here, but let's watch the inner idiot work it out so we can analyze where he got it horribly
Gotta make sure I'm on that green. I can't hit 8. 8 would be a good club to go for the 10, but I just want to get on that green. For the 7, smooth. What's that tree right there? I feel that I have to go around that tree though.
That little sidestep. There. Yep, that one. That's what did me in. The correct play was to go back for the 8. It was a minor inconvenience. Not like my cart was 40 yards away. It's not a great big room. Instead of going back for the club, I could take to the front left of the green where there was finally no bunker. Instead, I went for a hero cutter because I hit a good layup on the hole before. Don't get the philosophy of taking the game you brought to the course as a misconception of playing a one-off shot well one time. There is in fact a huge difference. One will yield results time and time again effortlessly. The other is, after all, a one-off. Play accordingly.
I don't know about putting this. 182, I'm going to hit the same club I hit on the last hole, 160.
The 182-yard par 3 8th plays downhill, yet is actually a blind shot. I did not realize this, and I aimed for the lightest green part I could see in the direction of the green and hit it there. That was, quite obviously, stupid.
Huh. I really did. I aimed at the bad spot.
Still another good shot I'll take.
All you want right here.
The 9th is the second par 5 on the South course, and it is an absolute monster. 611 yards. With our old friend Oscar Bravo down the left, you know where we are.
I missed left too much.
This was the worst swing of the round. I don't recall.
So bad.
Fast forward.
I hit that so bad. Woo! 198. Yeah.
To follow the worst shot up with this showed me something promising.
Right on line. Get down. Sit. Spin. Ah. Landed. Inside Jimmy birdie range.
However, the putting on the front nine has eluded me. That won't last long. Hang around.
I didn't hit
Trust
it hard
me.
enough. See if we can go to the score. There's a scorecard on the front.
Halfway through and we're 2 over. That's respectable.
Not bad. I'll take it. That's just that straight when it's on the perfect line. And again, I
Don't
barely
be turned
made
off
the
by the
fairway.
fact my drives aren't bounding on like the pros, or I don't have
Barely
a
made the
track
fairway.
you prefer. The fact is, neither do you. And well, let's be honest, mine's better than yours. But the fact of the matter is, you can only play one game, and that's yours. When we play our own game, good things come to us.
Give me birdie. That's what I'm talking about.
And before anyone cries, give me putt, let's look at the distance here and see it was actually 3 feet. I'd like to think I'd make that, thank you. Although I probably wouldn't.
Leaking a little right.
And of course, after stuffing one from outside 200 yards, the next hole ends up being a par 3 over 200 yards. And I don't look at the yards, I don't look at the elevation, I just hit the same club.
Oh my
I think I'm a
God, no
superhero.
way.
I showed the utmost neglect as I just throw the bad guy through the most populous commercial skyscraper, killing only one, me, on the inside.
Terrible fun. Go ahead and give it right back on the very next hole after we make our only birdie. 500-yard hole. Just do not stop.
The frustration at the length of the course is starting to set in, but this was one of my better drives of the day.
Alright. Alright, perfect. 232 in. These are par 4s. Is that on the cusp of being long? 260 off the tee, not long. 7,700 yards. This is ridiculous. Huge. Stay out of the bunker.
Still, I continue to find a way to hit good approach shots into the greens.
This
This one, with my strong hybrid setting up a nice birdie opportunity, I will capitalize on soon, just not yet. Half of golf is staying patient. The other half is staying in the moment.
Foot short. Right where I'm aiming.
Again, Torrey Pines comes right at you with another 600 plus yard par 5. Those 2 traps on the left of the fairway are considered carry bunkers by the longer hitters to give you an idea where my numbers are compared to the best in the world. But for as long as this course is, I think I'm holding my own so far. As long as I keep my ball in play, I think I can play pretty well.
Yeah, let's play it like
Sometimes.
120 shot.
Sometimes I just get lucky.
Or go straight at it. Fly. Oh my god.
And just like that, I have another gimme birdie on the long
was
par
it
5.
good?
And naysayers before naying, see the gimme was this time 4 feet.
I'd say in this game you create your own luck. But I will say, second birdie on the back 9, getting another bear.
Crack it open, big guy. You deserve it.
Good ball.
The 14th is a
Made
shortest
it
par
into
4
this
at
fairway.
437 yards. I can't remember the last time I had an 8-iron into any par 4. Probably last week when I came to the simulator and played another course. And I make great work of it, setting up another great opportunity.
Spin over that way. Really good shot. 15 feet for another bird. I do have 2 birdies on the back, but they're not from putts. And I'm due a putt. I'll make one of these. I just got down like I'm gonna actually beat the fucking putt. What am I gonna do?
And the patience finally pays off, as the read was a good one.
Yes!
The celebration, not so much.
Let's go. It's really hard for me to get in the house when I get a good round going like this. I've done it a few times where fall downhill.
You can tell
See if
I
we
can
can
barely
do that here.
speak here. I'm very nervous.
It doesn't help when you're looking. Your next hole's a 515-yard uphill par 4.
Now, listen to the inner idiot speak negativity
basically
into existence.
I accept the bogey right now. Anything more than that is great. Do not make a 6. Do not make a 6. That is 6 material written all over it. I have no idea what happened there. I don't think it read that way.
Oh, it read right,
Yeah,
all right.
um,
219-yard drive, big time. By saying don't make a 6, I speak its possibility into existence. Inside, I'm a roiling mass of eels, which in turn shows the viewers my strengths, my long game with a good
About
second,
70 yards.
and my weaknesses. A half shot when my hands don't feel right.
What?
This is the face of the inner idiot, always uncertain as to where to lay blame when blame lies solely inside himself. This chip was inside any foe's circle of friendship, but the inner idiot would have had sweaty palms putting it in the jar.
What?
Thank God for gimmies.
2.6 feet away. Chip at the end. Make our par.
No par 3 over 200 yards is easy, but when you're under par for the 9 holes you're playing, it's even harder. And after all the prior holes' excuses, this was a fine approach shot unrewarded.
Sit.
This chip, however, had the potential to frustrate. But again, another perfectly played putt finds the bottom of the jar and we reverse the momentum of the round. A round that surely would have fallen sideways had that putt not dropped. Big time, big guy. Big time.
Yes. Still got 2 holes left.
And there are wise words from the inner intellect as well. Too many times I end my round on a sudden high on the 16th green and tell myself the rest of the round's a lock or a wash. I got all I came for on this hole right here, right now, when in reality every shot is another opportunity to find an even greater high. Tiger Woods' advice to his son is to make that next shot more important than breathing. You better believe that young man's mind won't stray on the 16th green, but neither should ours. Stay in the moment and stay patient, and good golf will come to
The
you.
most famous hole at Torrey is a tiger, of course. So we can replicate that with a bird.
This tee shot on the famous 18th was for me the best of the day. A day that, if you recall, did not start very well with the driver. But as I stayed patient, understood the game I brought to the course, and played the course with that game, I found my way around this US Open track rather nicely. It could obviously be argued that the rough in the simulation isn't penal and every lie is flat. Was the wind even on 10-foot gimmies? We can all look for excuses, and you can look for yours. Before you present them to me, ask yourself this. When you played Torrey Pines from the tips,
13.
what'd you shoot?
I've got a putt. I've got a putt on 18 to shoot even par at Torrey Pines. I don't care, it's on a simulator. 7,700 yards. I've got a putt to shoot even par.
Simulation or no, to have this putt meant a lot. And then to go on and hole it, meant so much more. Keep your negativity in 2021. And in 2022, we are riding shotgun on the positivity
Look at this back
train.
nine.
Cali vibes, bro.
Let's go.
And as always, thanks for watching.